Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Hiding
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan. Your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all want a ring, yeah, we all want to be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Vampire The Masquerade, Edmonton By Night, as we're calling it. This is going to be episode 4, and we welcome you back once again to our den of, well, whatever the fuck this is. Whatever the hell it's going to turn out to be. As always, I am your storyteller, Blazewing, and tonight I am joined by Krisha. Why don't you tell me a bit about yourself? Not your character, but yourself, and give us a bit of an introduction.
Hi, my name is Krisha. I am better known as Catherine Cosplays on TikTok, and I enjoy writing, role-playing, creating characters, and just having fun with people I like.
Cool. And who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Renee Rivers tonight.
Why don't you give us a bit of a description about Renee and tell us what she's about, at least what you know of her thus far.
Thus far, Renee Rivers is a very spunky, bitterly sarcastic doctor from South New Jersey, United States, who, in her heart of hearts, though chaos happens around her because she is a doctor, at the end, she just wants everyone to be safe and calm and there to just be peace, because I think everyone has had enough of the craziness.
What does she do? What does she do for work? What does she do for hobby? Like, what does she do in her downtime?
She has no work-life balance, so she works and goes back to her very messy apartment that she swears tomorrow when she gets home from work she'll clean. with a sink full of dishes to the point where we're just going to use paper plates because we do not have the time. And because she's so young and just starting out, her apartment is not in the best area, no dishwasher, and goes home, watches an hour of some form of television or entertainment, and then crashes because she spent all of that energy at work.
What does she watch? What show is she currently working through? What's her favorite show?
Favorite show is Rick and Morty. That's a comfort, or Bob's Burgers. Both of those are comfort shows for her. Because because even though just the most crazy situations take place, especially in Rick and Morty, where you never know what's going to take place, in the end, when it wraps up, everyone's alive, everyone is okay, and they go on to do another hilarious adventure where you never know where it's going to lead.
Excellent. I can't fault watching Rick and Morty at all. So, we find ourselves with Renee. And I asked you before we started just to kind of envision a scene with Renee. Yeah, kind of looking at where she is tonight, what she might be doing. I want you to paint this scene for me. Use your words to make me... Basically, I want to be able to sit here and see it completely in my mind's eye. I'm looking for detail. I just want you to go ahead and paint that scene for me for a moment.
All right. So, it is around 9 p.m. And so, especially here, it's already nightfall. Hasn't seen this apartment building in the sunlight. And in the back of her mind is saying, tomorrow we get home early. We don't stay at the office doing paperwork. We go home. Parks her 2006 Toyota RAV4 in the parking lot, but makes sure to put her keys in between her knuckles, grabs all 3 of her bags that she carries her life in to quickly get from her car into the building because the elevator is not working. Climbs the 3 stories of stairs to get into her apartment, and she did email the landlord that her door was a little sticky 5 months ago, but nothing has changed as she shoulders the door in to get into the apartment.
Actually, when you shoulder the door open to get into your apartment, it opens without any hesitation, which means you almost fall through the door on your way in. Seems like he finally got around to fixing that for you.
Oh. Miracles can happen.
Continue.
Has a flashback of the Prince of Egypt movie where that pivotal scene is happening. So closes the door and locks it, the top lock and the bottom lock, and just throws her bags onto the floor because the side table she put next to the door is covered in stuff. The key bowl is overflowing with change and goes straight into the kitchen, opens the fridge, grabs whatever soda, probably Dr. Pepper, that's right there. And of course, the fridge has ketchup packets, sweet and sour sauce from McDonald's, a crap ton of Dr. Pepper, and the takeout box that she got food from when she door dashed it a couple nights ago. She can still keep getting stuff off of it. Because grocery shopping definitely will happen tomorrow.
As it should. I love it. What are you having for supper tonight, Renee?
It is penne alla vodka from a little Italian place down the street, and we are on the very bottom, like, and because no more plastic packaging in New Jersey, all of the pasta is stuck to the bottom of the paper box. Gotta scrape it off. Of course, we're using plastic cutlery because all of the metal cutlery is currently in the sink. And we'll definitely wash those dishes after just one episode of Bob's Burgers. Just one while we eat.
You sit down with your food after it arrives and whatnot. You turn on an episode of Bob's Burgers. It's one that you've seen many, many times before. Like you said, it's a comfort thing. Actually happens to be one of your favorite episodes. Nothing overly weird happens. Nothing. It's just kind of another night. You know, it might be a little quiet outside, a bit of a chilly breeze coming in through the window, but other than that, everything is quite normal. So I'm going to get you to continue on with describing your night for me.
So, on favorite episode of Bob's Burgers, and just sitting on the couch in the most unladylike fashion, just completely sprawled out. Like one leg is on the top of the couch, just because feet are killing me. Absolutely, from walking around from room to room to room to exam room all day. But that's the job, and if I want a practice of my own, I gotta keep hustling. So, but slowly, just eyelids begin to feel very heavy. Maybe I should do those dishes before I fall asleep. But the episode is there's still like 10 minutes left of the episode. I'm just gonna watch the rest of it.
Excellent. Your eyelids get a little heavier and a little heavier, and before long, you are actually seemingly out cold. You kind of slip into your dreams a little bit almost. A lot of confusing imagery. Probably just your brain processing the day and how things have gone. Before you are jolted out of your sleep by something. In your sleep-filled, hazy mind, you're trying to figure out what this might be, what it might be that woke you up, and then it hits you. Somebody was screaming a moment ago.
We're looking around. The window's open, so it could have come from outside.
Yep.
Could have come from outside. And could I have dreamed that? I don't know, but just sitting, keeping ears open.
And a moment later, a sharp, shrill scream can be heard coming from outside once again. You can definitely hear the word help.
So, first off, we definitely grab medical bag, run out of there without thinking. We do not have shoes on. We do not have shoes on, but we are sprinting.
Yep.
We get down to the bottom floor.
Yep.
I didn't even close my apartment door.
Understandable.
And again, just shocked by the ease of it opening for once and then being able to get out of there. So we're outside. Because of the adrenaline rush from waking up in a shock, hearing a scream for help, cannot feel the gravel underneath our feet, even though it is freezing outside. And I swear I heard it from the direction of behind the building. And I realize, crap, I left my phone upstairs. I probably I should probably go get it so I can call 911. But again, we're not thinking. It's fight or flight. We run, trying to find wherever that scream just came from. Because that person definitely needs help if they are screaming for help.
I'm going to get you to roll me an investigation. Make an investigation roll. And the way this works is the number of dots that you have under your skills or your attributes determine how many dice you roll. The difficulty is set by me, but a success is always considered a 6 on a d10. So you're rolling d10s, and a 6 is always considered a success, 6 or above. If you hit a 1, that is considered a critical failure. If you happen to be rolling more than 1 dice and you roll 2 10s, that is considered a critical success, in which case not only do you get 2 successes, but you get 2 bonus ones, and only just for the pair. Or only just for each pair.
I don't think I have a d10.
You don't have a d10?
Because I have my dice set here, but I'm like, I am missing one.
So, your d10, if you're new to this, looks kind of like this. It's got 5 on the top, 5 triangles on the top, 5 triangles on the bottom, and it looks kind of like a...
Oh, it looks like a top.
Yep. Make sure, does that have single numbers on it, or does that have double numbers on it?
It has single numbers on it.
Okay, so it has... Okay, so that's actually part of your percentile dice. That counts 10s.
Ew.
So your 10s dice is always going to have 2 numbers on it. There you go. So you have...
We got there at some point.
We got there. You're good. So you have 1 in investigation. So you're going to roll that dice for me, and you're going to tell me what number comes up.
Okay.
Yep.
2.
That is a fail, unfortunately. You're not sure where this scream has come from.
Okay. So we're listening to possibly hear it again. Hopefully not hear it again, because that means this person is in pain, but hopefully hear it again so then we can actually discern where this person is coming from. We can...
Funny you should mention that. Do you hear it again? You stop to listen for a couple of minutes. It's a long couple of minutes for you out there in your bare feet in the gravel in the cold with your medical bag. And you don't hear anything except for the wind kind of whistling through the leaves of the tree across the road. Just a really cold breeze.
Because it's been a couple of minutes and we haven't heard it again, instead of freezing, because now after a couple of minutes, the cortisol in our system has gone down, so we can feel that our feet are practically turning blue. So we're going to go upstairs. We're going to go back upstairs, actually put shoes on, be ready in case we hear it again. But it's crazy that nobody else heard it.
It's another couple of minutes before that shriek pierces the night once again outside.
Okay, but now we're prepared. We got phone, we have shoes, we got bag. We're going outside.
This time you notice the scream seems a little weaker. It's not as pointed as it was. The choice is up to you. What are you doing?
Are we gonna roll for investigation again?
You can if you want.
I would like to try this time.
Okay. You are more than welcome to roll for an investigation. So here's the thing with you as a new player. One of the things that I will never discourage is dice rolling. I love dice rolling. If you want to try and figure something out, if I don't necessarily call for something, you are more than welcome to ask, can I make a roll for this to see what I can figure out? I will probably say yes at some point, so long as it makes sense. Just be like, I'm going to roll for investigation because I want to do this, or, I want to do this and this and this, and I'm going to make this kind of roll to do that. I might tack something else on, say, like an investigation plus intelligence, which gives you, in that case, up to 4 dice, right? Once we get things straightened around. But I will never fault you for asking to roll dice.
Nice. Okay, we're rolling. Shit, I rolled a 0.
So that is actually a 10. Your dice starts at 1. The 0 counts as a 10. So that is a success.
I know I'm a new player, but I feel so dumb.
You're good. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, we rolled a 0.
With your phone in hand, your shoes now on, your medical bag once again in hand, this scream is coming from one of the alleys not too far away from you. The troubling part is this alley is currently completely covered and cloaked in shadow. It looks really dark.
Phone flashlight.
Yeah.
We got something.
Yep.
Got something at least. And it's really cold out.
It is really cold out.
Like, there's, like, goosebumps.
Yep.
Just all over me. It is freezing outside. Which is very odd. It's normally not this cold. Just walking through very slowly, but with a purpose, to try and looking everywhere, because these alleys are full of crap, and it is very dark. So just trying to find any sound of breathing, any sound at all, to possibly help somebody.
As you're walking down this alley, you pass by a rather large dumpster, and on the other side of the dumpster you find somebody about your age, actually, slumped against it, sitting on the ground but slumped against the dumpster, and they are not moving.
Alright, so check vitals. As checking vitals, but unfortunately my hands are so cold. It's like they're shaking. But I try to check for vitals, instantly fumble with my phone to try to call 911 to get my location there. I give, like, check neck, check arm. I am not getting anything. Stupidly try to, like, push the person to ask, what's your name? Ma'am, are you okay? Just shaking this person.
I'm gonna get you to make me an insight roll, and that's gonna be done at 2 dice.
Ooh.
Also,
okay.
1 second. My husband's home. So yeah, you're going to make me an insight roll. 2 dice.
Okay.
And you're going to tell me what numbers come up.
Okay.
So you're going to roll that dice twice.
Okay.
And each number individually.
Right. We have a 9. And a 3.
A 9 and a 3 is 1 success and 1 fail. From what you are able to tell, your hands are cold enough that you cannot actually find a pulse at the moment. You're a little bit frozen. You can't actually tell whether or not this individual is alive. That is, well, before she kind of weakly opens up her eyes, looks up at you. He's still around. Before slumping back down.
What does that mean?
You get no answer.
Still trying to call 911 to get hopefully an ambulance here.
911, what's your emergency?
Hi, I have found can I discern the possible gender of this person?
Yeah.
Or their look, or...
The gender, for medical purposes, we are going to count as basically female.
Okay. I have a 20-something female, cannot find a pulse, checking for breathing, but I need an ambulance at this address in this alleyway as soon as possible. I don't know how long I can keep them awake or conscious, in and out of consciousness. Please get here as soon as possible.
Ambulance has been dispatched. Can you stay on the phone with us?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Are there any dangers in the alleyway that we might need to know about?
I just realized I did not check. Which is a pretty dumb move. So, look over one shoulder. I'm still trying to wake this person up, so I can only turn my head so far.
She is not moving.
Oh. All right, we're doing chest compressions.
Non-responsive, please start chest compressions and look for any signs of responsiveness whatsoever. And that's when the phone's ripped out of your hand and thrown against the wall next to you. You just hear this very low growl from behind you. 2 for tonight for dinner. My lucky night.
We run. Or attempt to run at the sound, that awful sound, forgetting completely that I am a first responder in this situation. I apologize to this person on the ground. We're running.
So I'm just going to step out of my storyteller hat here for a second. The first rule of being a first responder and being a responder in a medical emergency situation is your safety.
Yeah.
You can't help anybody if you're dead.
Putting the mask on first. We're putting the mask on first. We're running.
The first thing they tell you when you walk in for first aid training, if there's any dangers to you that could possibly jeopardize your life, don't.
Yep.
I'm going to get you to roll me... We're going to make this a We're going to start off with a dexterity roll. And we're going to combine that with a potential survival. So you get 3 dice. You get to roll your dice 3 times. This is where having multiple d10s comes in handy.
We got a 10.
Yep.
A 7.
Yep.
I swear I'm not making this up.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh my god, and another 10.
So you got 2 10s and a 7.
We're living.
So the 7 counts as a success. The 2 10s count as a critical success, which means you don't just get 2 successes. You actually have 4 plus your 1 for a total of 5. You manage to pull yourself out of the alley. You can hear sirens off in the distance. And you can also hear something very... you can hear something else not far behind you. Almost like feet running.
Not even looking behind me. We just keep running. Not even in any direction. It's just that, like, that instinct of there is something behind me and I need to run. There's no like thought behind it. Should we have maybe run toward the sirens or toward our apartment building, which is only a couple alleys over? Maybe. We just keep running. There's no... we're not stopping until we are... whatever happens. We just keep running, and crossing a street, even though there are cars going, getting hit by a car cannot be worse than what is behind us right now. We keep running.
Make me a stamina roll. It's cold. You get 2 dice.
1.
You get a 1. That is a fail, as your strength and your stamina start to give way, and a moment later you feel a hand wrap itself around your wrist, and you are... Actually, you know what? Make me a strength roll on top of that.
2.
You are yanked into another side alley. Unfortunately, running's not going to work. Before I chow down, though, tell me, who are you? What is your passion in life?
I just want to help people.
Make it a good one. And it might not all be lost for you.
I just want to help people. End pain.
Any particular reason?
What's worse than death?
Are you a student of science?
Yes.
So let me get this straight. The voice from behind you says, you heard a scream. You grabbed your bag, and without a second thought, for your own safety and concern for yourself, decided you were going to venture into a rather dark alley to help whoever it was, without taking a look around to figure out what the threat was first. That, my dear, takes some balls.
Thank you.
I think you're gonna do good. And I'm about to open your eyes to a whole new world, the likes of which you've never seen. But first I want a question answered. Do you value life?
Yes.
Then we have much to talk about. And a moment later, you feel a stabbing pain in the side of your neck as he rips your head to the side. And then a short moment after that, you can feel his wrist pressing against your lips. Either way, I'm going to drain you. If you don't wish to die completely, I would suggest drinking, my dear.
There's no other choice. I comply.
And that's where we're going to pause for a break.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb. And I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up. Cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. So instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I've got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I've got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I've got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I've got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Taking shots at the enemy, I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the noose off. And you cannot save me, 'cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
You were not as tough as
tracks and some music that you never guessed. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not sharp as many, but got hard. I'm ready to change scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast, never change back. Calling out, I'll pay back, 'cause I'm great at that. Oh, you cannot save me, 'cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough defeat. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
you were not as tough though.
Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough defeat. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots, who are not as tough as me. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough defeat. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots, who are not as tough as me. losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
And we're back with our poor Renee Rivers as the blackness starts to take her. Unconscious for you don't know how long. Eventually, the world around you starts to make itself known. You're not quite so cold anymore. It's a bit of a throbbing in your head, a bit of a headache, if it can be called that. Everything seems kind of muffled to your ears. One moment, please. Everything seems kind of muffled to your ears. You can't quite open your eyes at the moment. Almost as if you're just waking up from a really long nap. You know, you got those crusties in your eye from sleeping just a little bit too long. You do know that you're lying on something hard, almost like asphalt, as you pull yourself back into some frame of awake. So I want you to go through and I want you to describe everything you're thinking, everything you're doing. Just paint that picture for me.
Really confused. What just happened? Did it just happen? What, like, I go for my neck, and I don't have a mirror on me, obviously. I just woke up on cement. From what I'm feeling, everything feels okay. I just feel really dirty and grimy.
Your hand comes away slick.
That's not good. Just still in that waking up daze, not feeling the full gravity of what's going on, just seeing my hand completely coated in blood, just like, is that mine? How did that get there? And then suddenly the panic. The panic of then the flashes of memory of hearing what this person said, even though I did not see this person. Was that person real? My head hurts. Did I just hit my head really hard and this is all delusion? It's not so cold anymore. Like, is it morning? It doesn't look like morning, but how did the temperature change so quick? Like, just a lot of trying to get a feel for my surroundings, but also just looking back at my hand of what is going on? Trying to look around, trying to find whoever that was, or if there's anybody even around.
The pounding in your head. The pounding in your head seems to almost increase in tempo a little bit, increase in ferocity a little bit. Kinda interrupts your thoughts as you go through this. You can feel your strength returning somewhat to your limbs. You manage to crack open your eyes, take a look around. You're in the alley still. No telling how long you've been there, though. You're definitely lying on the ground. And that's when it hits you. You can hear the wind whistling from across the street through the leaves in the trees. You can hear a cat meowing from down the road. Things you shouldn't be able to hear. The night doesn't seem quite so dark anymore. And there's no sign of that ambulance that you called.
So I'm sitting up at this point, but still on the ground. And just taking in everything that's around me. I can feel under my fingertips the different stones in the asphalt under me.
It's almost like your body's hyper aware.
Mm-hmm. There's not much I can think of, or not much I can really do because of my head, but it's just crazy that there's so many different rocks in the asphalt. And like I can feel the rubberiness of it. Just like under my hand. That's
Let's see how you do at overcoming this challenge. You're good at solving puzzles, you're good with science. Let's see if you can put 2 and 2 together.
That's impossible.
That pounding that's in your head makes its way down almost so it's sitting at the back of your throat, and it starts to feel really dry. Like really dry. And I'm going to get you to add a point of hunger to your hunger track. Once you reach 5, we start rolling checks for certain things. We can roll checks other than that, but once you reach 5, we have certain things that we need to deal with. So, just a heads up.
Okay. We're looking around. And this is now instinct. It's like I'm looking for something. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I am looking for something.
And that's when you hear the clink of what might be a Zippo lighter. A brief burst of flame coming from a little bit of the ways down the alley that you're in. And for a moment, you see a face illuminated. As the lighter lights a cigarette and then is extinguished.
I can count the links in the chain this person is wearing. I'm yards away. How can I do that? That's like a back of head thought where the forefront is I'm looking for something and my throat hurts. I need to find something. This person shouldn't be smoking. Smoking kills.
Are you saying
I'm
that
gonna
out
go
loud?
talk to this person.
Are you saying that out loud?
No, I'm thinking this.
Okay.
Smoking kills. This person looks moderately healthy, though. They're very built. I can't put two and two together of I think this person is delicious and looks good. But that's the animal instinct that's taking over of I like how this person looks. I'm gonna go approach them.
You approach this person who seems to be out in this back alley, puffing on their cigarette. And as you approach, eventually they take notice and they look up. It's a man standing probably about 5.5 feet, sandy blonde hair, blue eyes, pale complexion. Looks like he might be just getting home from work or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
One moment. So he seems like he might be just getting home from work. And just kind of taking a moment before he goes in. There is kind of like a back alley door in this alley. He just kind of looks over at you and nods. Good evening.
Hello.
Kind of late to be out tonight, isn't it?
I could say the same for you.
It's a bit cold. You're not. You sure you're not like? You don't need a jacket or something like that? You could freeze tonight.
Internally, I'm not cold.
He looks at you kind of weirdly. And he... almost as if he's not sure what to make of you. Well, what can I do for you?
You've probably heard this before, but do you know how many people die every year because of cigarettes?
I'm fully aware of the statistics, thank you. I work for cancer research.
That must be the largest hypocrisy I've ever heard of.
You telling me doctors don't smoke? Nurses don't smoke?
Touché. Point taken.
Takes another puff on his cigarette. Really smell that smoke starting to make an appearance in your nostrils. There's something else, though. You have this, like, nagging voice almost inside of your head. Well, surely if he's killing himself, we could help him along the way. From the back of your head.
Why aren't you cold on this weird evening?
I rather enjoy the feel of the cold air against my skin. I've been in a stuffy office all night. Gets kind of blah after a while. The cold air tends to perk me up before I go back inside.
Do you need perking up that badly?
It's my me time. I got a busy house, wife and a couple of kids, you know. Just a couple of minutes before I go back inside and face the roar of the evening.
At least you're not creating secondhand smoke.
Yeah, I mean, I do know the risks, and just because I decided to doesn't mean they have to. I know the rules. Come on. Just a sip. Just a taste. I'm hungry.
What to do?
That, my dear, is completely up to you.
Can I have a puff of that, if you don't mind?
Just kind of looks at you, raises an eyebrow, takes the cigarette from his mouth, looks at it, passes it over.
I hold it, flick it.
Hey, what'd you do that for?
Grab shoulders. This is autopilot now. There's no thoughts, just then I realize I'm starving.
He's starting to smell really good.
Very good. I don't think I've ever had anything smell quite as delicious as this person right in front of me in my entire life. And like, I'm not exceptionally strong, and yet I'm holding this person. They are struggling.
Yeah, he is struggling.
I'm not. This is the easiest thing I've ever done.
Look at the power you've got. I can be your best friend or your worst enemy. You just need to keep me fed, and it'll all be okay.
I take a bite. Right in the shoulder.
He screams.
I break the collarbone.
He yells.
But that snap against my chin, I realize something. And just let go. Like, what the fuck am I doing?
And he's looking at you.
What the hell am I doing?
He's looking at you, absolutely terrified.
You need to quit smoking. Have a good night. Walks. Walks. Just starts walking. I don't even know where I'm going. It's just, what the fuck did I just do? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? What am I doing? What am I doing? Getting to the end of the alley, I realize what street I'm on. I'm like, I need to go somewhere. I need to go somewhere. I need to go somewhere right now. Just panic.
As you're leaving the alley, you hear a door slam. And then you hear one final scream from him, in pain almost.
Turn around. He is dying.
And that's when you realize that the strength that you had before That was nothing compared to what you're feeling now. You're feeling almost warm. Alive. More alive than you've ever felt. You feel something kind of stirring inside of you. You let him get away.
What did I just do?
You ate. And then you hear a familiar voice, once again from behind you. How was your snack?
Who are you? What did you do?
Oh, come now. Surely you can put 2 and 2 together at this point. You are a student of the sciences, which means you have a brain on you, yes?
This isn't science. This is fantasy. This is mad. What did you do? What did I just do?
You ate, as must we all.
Please stop saying that. Oh my god.
You are, shall we say, a step above what you once were. He steps out in front of you, standing about 6 feet, emerald green eyes, black hair, wearing nothing but jeans and a t-shirt. He just kind of looks down at you, and he smiles. And you can see his sharpened teeth in his mouth.
Just
Oh yeah, they're there. In time, you'll learn how to retract those. But it's going to take you time.
why me?
Because you've got a brain, and we need help with something. And you look like you can hold your own. And you're not going to cause undue harm needlessly.
You made me into harm to not cause harm? That seems like an oxymoron. Like, why would you do this?
I made you into something better, my dear. You are going to be able to see things beyond your wildest dreams. You're going to have access to information, the likes of which you never knew. And you are going to have access to people never before possible, with stories and tales that haven't been heard in, well, in some cases, centuries. And they have first-hand experience. The world is your oyster. It is ripe for your picking. You are free to help, should you so choose, but at a price.
Show me.
Excuse me?
If this is so worth it, if I am some help to you that is going to bring the world such joy, then show me what this is. Show me why this is worth it. If you have all of this so-called knowledge, then obviously you can show me why this is worth it.
I can. But first you need to stop panicking. You panic, it tends to draw a crowd. Lesson number 1. Don't breach the masquerade. They can't know that we exist. They're not meant to know that we exist. We live in the shadows. And to breach that is potentially to invite... Well, you'll do a rather fantastic impression of a pile of dust on the carpet, I suppose.
Internal monologue. Looking back, I see the body now on the ground, realizing who they is, and now who we, including myself, are. They are not me. I am not human anymore. And I just look back at this person. What is your name?
For now, that question isn't the important one that needs to be answered. You wanted to know the power that we hold. We'll get to my name in due time.
May I have something to refer to you as, please? Or am I going to be with you for the rest of whatever this is?
Call me Arturo.
Thank you. Continue, please.
You wanted to know of the power that we hold. Given enough time, your powers will grow. But for the moment, you see him pull out a rather sharp-looking knife from his back pocket, holds his hand up, and he slices it. He just kind of stretches his hand for a moment. You sure you want to do this? He just deadpan. You sure you want to do this? All right. Pulls the dagger. He got the dagger in his other hand. You can see kind of the tip coated with blood. I'm going to give you my word that you are going to be fine. But if you want to know the true scope of some of the things that we can do, you're going to have to cut me some slack here. You will be fine in a couple of minutes. Of course, the choice is yours. I suppose that's more than I gave you earlier, but... C'est la vie.
Just be quick, please.
He takes the dagger, and he actually presses it against your abdomen. Only the tip pokes into your skin. A moment later, you can't move. You can't move your eyes. It's like you're trapped in your own body. You can't move your eyes. You can't move your limbs. You cannot move. The scorpion's touch, my dear. Just one of the many abilities that we hold. The ability to potentially paralyze our victims, make them easier to feed off of. We also possess the ability to dispose of the dead, all contained within the vitae that flows through us. The blood that flows through us. Flows is a strong word. The blood that rests inside of us, I suppose. You just see him struggling, trying to work through words.
I take note of that, but continue listening.
In some cases, we can see the unseen. Things that might not necessarily make themselves apparent. I want you to close your eyes once this poison wears off. It takes a long moment, but eventually you are able to move again. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to focus on your inner self for a second. You're going to hear this little nagging voice in the back of your mind. It's the beast we all contain. It's going to urge you to do things that might seem unsavory at times. If it gets full control of you, well, that's when disaster can happen. That is our price. We tap into the world around us. We are better than those who inhabit the world. We have better abilities. We live in the shadows. The trade-off is the beast that lies within all of us. But I want you to focus on your senses for a moment. Specifically, your ability to see. And I want you to find the blood that lies within you. And I want you to use it to empower one of your senses. I don't care which one it is. Sight, sound, smell, taste, touch. Pick one.
Sound.
And I want you to will that blood to enhance it, to hear more than you probably could before. And don't back away from it. It can be frightening at first. And as you sit there and you concentrate, you're focusing, you can hear sirens from well off in the distance. You can hear dogs barking neighborhoods over. You can hear the wind whistling through trees that aren't on this street. You can hear kids yelling. You can hear ants scurrying in the dirt as they attempt to drag something back to their nest. And you can hear worms moving through the earth beneath your feet. The powers that we hold are a thing of absolute beauty if used correctly. They can shock, they can awe, they can make your life easier. Put everything in balance. Without that balance, you become a savage monster. Just because you're undead, just because you're not technically alive anymore, doesn't mean you have to be a monster about it. I tend to look at it as a gift. You can look at it however you want. I don't really care. And he stops talking.
So where do we go from here?
Well, you're not going to be able to return to your day job, that's for sure.
The thought of, and I just got the down payment on that couch. Just the human thought running through my head, but I just continue the stare. Even though this person is absolutely frightening, just turned me into this beast of a being. This is the only tether I have to answers to what just happened. Just continue staring at this person.
That being said, I was kind of rash tonight, so, to make it up to you, I'm gonna go talk to some of my contacts and see what I can dig up for you. Maybe a potential position at the hospital. On the night shift.
Thank you.
For the moment, however, I think it might be best if maybe you, took the night to yourself to process. And to adjust.
No killing people or biting people and keeping them alive. I guess this is the rules now.
I mean, you're welcome to kill people if you so choose.
I'm not killing people.
Well, that creates a bit of a hiccup because we're not supposed to violate the masquerade, the code of secrecy. And in order to take that road, they're gonna need to know what you are.
So I'm a killer now? Is that what I'm understanding?
You don't have to be. It can be done. It's frowned upon, but it can be done. Your unlife is what you make of it. You have choices to make.
Just to try to break the tension, just looks at hands and says, I need to take a shower.
I would agree. You're covered in blood.
How bad is it?
You slipped.
Oh my god.
It's your shoulder, your neck. I think it dripped down your back. You might want to go clean up.
Just looks down. And of course, with these great senses you gave me. I can feel how gross I am.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Just remember, don't let that beast get out of control. You'll probably slip up at some point, but try not to let that beast get out of control. And if you do, find a way to fix it.
Okay. just can't even at this point. Just I'm good. I'm okay. I'm good. Just walks away.
As you walk away,
Feels that sock in shoe just squishes.
Yep.
Just how to get in there.
Yep.
How to get in there.
Yep. As you walk away, the thought does occur to you that maybe you should go pick up your medical bag and head back to your apartment. You make it up, not a problem. Nobody asks anything, there's nobody out. You manage to make it back to your apartment just fine. And that is where we're going to finish session for tonight.
I have one thing.
What's up?
Just out of habit, shoulders the door. Door comes off.
Roll me a strength check. Your sheet is basically wide open at this point, so you're going to roll me a strength check.
It's a 5. It's a 5.
That's a fail.
Okay. No door off.
You actually get two dice.
It's an 8.
Yeah, I will say the door comes off.
Yes! Door...
You go to shoulder the door, and a moment later you're standing inside your apartment with the door handle still in your hand, and the door, the like door frame, a few steps behind you. The rest of the door's still attached to the handle.
Just puts it back. Just that sticky blood comes off hand. Oh god, just keeps walking. No, I can't do. Oh my.
And that's where we're going to end session for tonight. I will let you know, however, before we finish, that you can remove that point of hunger from your hunger track.